Black Clover chapter 252, and another good chapter for this arc in Black Clover. And my god, this sets up so much. I honestly can't. As much as I don't like the fact that the chapters are a little shorter, I am honestly pretty pleased that Tabata has been able to put as much detail and thought into each of these chapters and give us enough information to last us till the next one, as well as giving us some pretty great action scenes and setup for the story as well. So even though the chapters are shorter, at least for now, I'm honestly very happy with what he's been putting out. So I honestly don't care if the chapters stay short, because as long as he puts this much love and effort into the series itself, I'm perfectly okay with it. As long whatever makes his job easier. But anyway, let's get back on track. So chapter 252 starts off with Noelle charging up a sea dragon's roar while in her Valkyrie armor against Vanica, which she then dispels, revealing her own magic, which is blood magic. And my god, does it look terrifying. Now, I know I haven't done this in the last couple of reviews, but I just want to fully illustrate what this looks like with no editing, since I do want to give my full, uncensored, unfiltered thoughts. So, first things first, I am going to show what Vanica's magic pretty much looks like. So, blood magic, red beast. This thing looks really powerful, and it ends up completely disintegrating Noelle's attack. Much to the shock of Noelle, and much to Vanica's boredom, saying that was that supposed to be an attack, and even calls the damn thing a snake. So it kind of shows what Noelle is like at this point against Vanica with her blood magic. And we only see her using her blood magic right now. I'm just going to say this right now. Throughout this whole chapter, we only see Vanica use blood magic, not her curse magic, which she used on her vassals. So it's possible that she can use curse magic on other people when given the chance. We then cut real quick to Mimosa battling the tongue guy, which she then ends up getting caught in. But it is revealed that she managed to hit him with some type of magic leech seeds to drain his mana, which we then get to see little Pachika hit the guy and block Vanica's blood magic attack. So with that, as we have done in every other chapter, when it comes to someone fighting a member of Vanica's group in this part of the arc, we get a flashback to during the time skip, where little Pachika ends up mentioning and confirming for all of us, since everyone's pretty much speculated, that the members of the Dark Triad, and I believe the Spade Kingdom in general, can use two types of magic: devil magic and their own magic, which is a pretty devastating combination. And she does, in fact, reminisce about the time she fought Vanica before. And she does, in fact, state that they're going to have to train with all that in mind. So this does set up the fact that Noelle's training with Lil Pachika and Mimosa does, in fact, pertain that they were training for their fight against Vanica, since they've been meaning to fight Vanica anyway. But one quick thing I want to mention is that in this chapter, if you look close enough, you see Sakura here. Sakura is in this, and she hasn't made an appearance post-time skip since Asta's appearance at the very start of the arc. So what happens next is honestly pretty cool. This actually sets up for the fact for Sakura to make some kind of last-minute save, possibly to seal off Vanica's magic. That I see that happening, because I didn't see her in the Black Bull raid. I didn't see her at all in the Heart Kingdom so far. So it's possible she's just biding her time for a sneak attack to seal off Vanica's magic. I feel because it is possible, because she can do that, since she can lock and unlock things with her enhanced magical power. But anyway, we cut back to the fight, and Vanica lets it slip that she's having fun, and that Dante and Xenon must have a lot of fun. Must be having a lot of fun with what they're doing. World Tree magic and dark magic seem like fun, but this is fun too, and I can kill you, and I can go on killing you. I'm allowed to kill you, which is even fun. And she says that it sucks that they have to take him in alive. So Vanica is someone that really enjoys fighting strong people. And Noelle ends up asking, because when she hears dark magic, she thinks Captain Yami. So obviously she's worried about her captain. She asks what this is all about, And Lil Pachika reveals that since she is the High Priestess and Queen of the Heart Kingdom, basically has her own inner library. She has her own mind palace, essentially. Since she has all the knowledge and experience of the past rulers of the Heart Kingdom, she can dwell on their knowledge and past experiences. So she then thinks of world tree magic and dark magic and how those could possibly work together, and she comes across the image of the Quelfeth tree and gets a very, very dark image. I have to say, this has got to be one of the darkest things Tabata has drawn since revealing Zogred in the last arc, and even the Elf Massacre. And with that, Lil Pachika states that if they're allowed to do what they want, 90% of the people on the continents will die and it will be the end of the world. Now that is a large set of numbers. 90%. And, over 90%, but yeah. Vanica basically said, after questioning why she would want to wipe out humanity, Vanica's like, I want to fight all the strong guys that could survive a hellish landscape like that. If you're weak enough to die, you're not worth living. So this gets Lil Pachika to get even more serious, and in her resolve to take them down, and ends up using her new magic. Since we do finally get to see Lil Pachika actually do something with her spirit magic, does something called Monozone plus Mana Method, Water Spirit Magic, Ludic Sanctuary, and I have to say this looks really cool, and I can't wait to see this eventually animated, especially since the anime is on break right now. And they are doing like a filler arc for the 6-month time skip. So we are definitely going to get a lot of these fights animated very damn well. So Perry, you better do your job. But anyway, Vanica is submerged, and we get confirmation that while this does kind of seal off her blood magic, it also powers up Noelle's water magic, and Noelle reveals a new form magic, her mermaid form of the Valkyrie armor, and ends up stabbing Vanica right in the chest. So Vanica gets hit, blood spewing out of her mouth, and he's like, good one. So they basically poked the bear in that instance. Vanica was already looking for a good fight, and for all we know, she hasn't used any percentage of Magicula's power yet. And she still managed to give Noelle trouble. Yeah, she's going, next chapter, no doubt about it, she's going to go at least 40% or 50-something% like Xenon, and then completely overpower everyone and possibly even kill Lil Pachika. I don't want her to die because literally the whole point of them training in the Heart Kingdom and have that 6-month time period to train was now within a year Lil Pachika would die, without her magic to help boost them up. They would end up getting really outmatched. I mean, we do know that everyone from the Clover Kingdom, using their own unique magic, plus the magical methods of the arrays and runes from the Heart Kingdom, can power them up in battle, and they get stronger and stronger as they fight, does really help. But the fact that some of them managed to win by the skin of their teeth, and the fact that Dark Triad, Asta and Yuno, the two main characters of the series, didn't even last against the Dark Triad once they reached 50%. Yuno basically got taken down instantly. Asta managed to last long enough because he had anti-magic, and once Dante reached like 60%, he utterly destroyed Asta. So yeah, I honestly do kind of see them losing unless Sacre shows up and does one last ditch effort to seal away Vanica's magic. That way, the Dark Disciple is going to bite the dust, and they could win. That's all I can say. But overall, despite the recent chapters being pretty short, we get a good amount of information, action, and character moments, and some pretty good dialogue, which makes me happy that Tabata is taking his time with this, and despite the chapters not being the standard length of like 19 to 21 pages, he can still write a good story. So I honestly can't wait to see what happens next. What did you guys think of this chapter? Do you think things will end up turning out well for them? Do you think Sacre will show up and save the day? Or do you think they'll end up losing at the end? Who knows? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hope you guys have an awesome day.